Now you listen, come up with your own conclusions. And then I want to show you a so-called prophet that in May, was it in May? Let me come back to this. 4 months ago, a so-called prophet prophesied 4 months ago, so-called prophet in the charismatic movement, that there would be an attempted assassination on Trump's life. This was 4 months ago. We got the clip, we're going to play it. And in this attempt of assassinating Trump, 4 months ago, this is literally on YouTube 4 months ago, the bullet will graze his ear. Trump will fall down. Exactly what took place on the clip. We showed you the clip where Trump got shot, it grazed him, he felt his ear, and then he drops down. Then he says, so far his prophecy is accurate. Now I don't believe he's a prophet. Whoever gave him those communications is not God. That is the enemy. Now you say, how did the enemy know that beforehand? Now does the enemy plan events and then fulfill those events that he has planned if God allows him? Yes, he can do that. But nonetheless, this false prophet says, after Trump, this attempted assassination where the bullet would graze his ear, that Trump would turn to God. He would win the elections and get the whole nation back to God. There'll be a financial crisis. Then he mentions a revival. Now let me tell you, that's a counterfeit revival. And you know what comes next? A passing of a Sunday law. This is all 4 months ago. This is a false prophet from the charismatic movement. How did he know that? It's Satan's plan. And Satan's plan is what the Bible says will take place. That America will be brought back so-called to God and worship him on a false day. There will be a financial crisis. We'll cover this on Thursday, upcoming Thursday. There's going to be a financial crisis, a counterfeit revival. You'll see this in GC 590, financial crisis. GC 464, you see a counterfeit revival. He says it takes place after Trump's assassination attempt, in which the bullet grazes his ear. Now let me show you that clip. Before I show you that clip, I want you to see this. This is it. Now I screenshotted this so you can see that this clip was 4 months ago on YouTube. There's the clip here. It says there, I've highlighted that part there. It says 4 months ago. Well, when I took this clip, today it was at least 800,000 views. From this channel, you can see that the channel there. Now let's play this clip 4 months ago. What I'm saying to you, even though the civil war has been delayed, Trump, I believe, with Project 2025, this has just made Trump, it has made him more popular, so to speak. It's almost a guarantee. Should nothing take place, in other words, should he not lose his life, it's almost guaranteed now he'll be the next president. This attempted assassination just brought Trump to the front. And there's something called Project 2025 for a Trump victory. Trump himself said that should he become president, he will give the church power such as it never had before. Revelation chapter 13 verse 15. He had power to give life unto the image of the beast. He had power to give life unto the image of the beast. That the image should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. What am I saying? A Trump victory means the Sunday law is imminent. Now I want you to see this. And all this attempted assassination done, it almost gave the assurance of his victory, of becoming president. Now let us look at this clip. I want you to watch this clip, which is startling in its predictions. Why startling? Because inspiration said it. And Satan has communicated this to his minion, this charismatic so-called prophet. Now listen to the clip.
And I saw Trump rising up, and then I saw an attempt on his life. This bullet flew by his ear, and it came so close to his head that it busted his eardrum. And I saw he fell to his knees during this time frame, and he started worshiping the Lord. He got radically born again during this time frame. I'm talking. People say he's saved now, but he becomes really on fire for Jesus, for what I saw coming. And then I saw people interceding when I saw him winning the presidency through great, the Lord showed me it would go clear into the summer, great persecution would come on him through the judges and through the law and all these people trying to sue him and all this stuff. But there would be a stop to it, and there things would start to break free come toward the fall. And then I saw him winning the election through the Patriots coming out and voting, and then there will be a great economy crash. Yeah. I saw they had a great economy plan, a crash. Yeah. Worse than...
Did you hear that? What did the man is saying? After Trump's attempted assassination, he becomes president. He turns back to God. He comes to God. It's so-called as a conversion that takes place. I'm going to show you what Trump said after the attempted assassination. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. We're going to try and cut this thing short quickly. But I'll come back to the clip. He says there's going to be a financial crisis. Thursday, we're covering this. But back to the clip. Now, let's see what else he speaks about. He's a false prophet indeed. But his predictions has come true, meaning Satan has gave him this communication. Now, I want you to see what else he says.
Than the Great Depression. And the Lord warned me about this. It would be a great dark time. But I saw paddles coming upon America's soil like a shocking of the soil. And I saw Donald Trump praying in the office of the Oval Office. And he was weeping before the Lord with his hands on his head like this, but he was weeping. And there was ministers and people. I don't know if they were senators or Congress people or whatever. I just saw them pacing and back and forth inside of the White House. And sorry, what is the White House? But it's the Oval Office. Yeah. And they were interceding all inside there, and I could feel. So back now, can you see now what he says after this attempted assassination? There's almost a church and state union here, where there are ministers around President Trump and they're all praying. Trump is praying. Friends, Bible prophecy indicates there's going to be a union of church and state. Let us come back here. Let's continue. The presence of the Lord so strong on this, and then I could see that darkness that was the heaviness upon America with the financial crisis of what I saw coming. It started to lift above the trees, and I saw the blue and the things coming back out, and the green times and the good times coming back again. But the Lord said it would be forth a time of a season of a shaking, and it would be a shaking to awaken. And in this, this would basically that he was not done with America. There would be a great revival come, and it's not all doom and gloom.
Did you hear what he says? Comes a great revival. Now I'm telling you, that revival that he's referring to is a counterfeit revival. GC, Great Controversy 464 identifies there's going to be a counterfeit revival. Just before the loud cry of the third angel's message. You would see that in Great Controversy 464. Now, when did this man make this prediction? Now, what we'll do is we'll put the link below this video. We'll put the link below this video to this, where you can see the date. When did he make this prediction? 4 months ago. 4 months ago to date. 4 months ago. Now, back to my point. He says after Trump's attempted assassination, he would turn to God. Now, I want you to see what Trump said immediately after his assassination. He actually, I believe that he wrote this out on the social media platforms. Now let's see what it says here. It says here from the Daily Beast, July 14, 2024, it says, Trump says it was God alone who stopped assassination attempt. So here you see Trump acknowledging God, and indeed, God preserved Donald Trump's life. Now, there are some who say that the bullet was meant to miss Trump. It was meant to miss him. Well, we don't know. Time will tell as events unfold. Friends, a civil war is looming. Human probation is soon to close. And as a watchman, Isaiah 21, verse 11, the question is, watchman, what of the night? Watchman, what of the night? And as a watchman, I respond, the morning cometh, and also the night. Get ready, friends. Get ready, get ready, get ready. For the fierce anger of the Lord is soon to come, and you are not ready. Rend your hearts and not your garments. I saw that the remnant church were unprepared for what is coming upon the earth. Stupidity like lethargy seemed to hang over the minds of those who profess to believe we are having the last message. My accompanying angel cried out in awful solemnity, Get ready, friends. Get ready, get ready. Let us close here. This is from General Conference Bulletin, April 6, 1902. 1903. Inspiration says, get out of the cities. If you are still in the city, friends, you need to hasten your steps. If you are a husband, do not have the spirit of Lot and linger with your family any longer in the city. Step fast and get your family out. Step fast, I repeat, and get your family out. Why? Inspiration says, my warning, keep out of the cities. Educate our people to get out of the cities into the country when they can obtain a small piece of land and make a home for themselves and their children. Next, read words. But ere long, there will be such strife and confusion, civil war, revolution in the cities that those who wish to leave them will not be able. We must be preparing for these issues. This is the light that is given me. Friends, had a civil war broken out in America, especially those of you in America, you would have been found unprepared if you are still in the cities. But ere long, there'll be such strife and confusion, inspiration says, inside these cities, that many who desire to leave at that time will not be able to. Friends, get out of the cities. Why? For in the future, besides the civil war, the problem of buying and selling is going to be a very serious one. May God help us, friends, to get ready. Time is almost finished.